far as a Westerner being in Japan, I don't know. What do you think? Very many people?
I would assume so. People don't talk about, right? Like not very many people who sign on to work as a rental family actor or perhaps people who ask for those services. But I assume that why not, right? Tokyo is a melting pot, just like New York or any other places. There's a lot of Westerners from people all over the world lives in Tokyo. My preference was I always go with my little bit of my own experience, which I have a mother who I love, but she likes to lie sometimes. And then growing up, she lied a lot. And part of the reason was she told me that my father was dead for a long time, and he wasn't. One day she told me that my father was this famous actor. In the end, what I found that there's a love, right? She cared so much for me that she didn't want me to get confused about, okay, who's his father is, da 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 da. Just she wanted to have a.
Was there a stand-in? Was there a stand-in that you thought was the father?
No, I wish. I wish. I always dreamed about what does that father look like. You know, if I had a father, how he's gonna talk. So I had all these ideas of what my father could look like or who a father would be. So a little bit of that, and obviously the situation is much different in this case. But yeah, so I have that information. I wanted to include that character in the story, and just overall as a movie, I just wanted to build the story also around Philip too. That whoever he meets and encounter and have a relationship with are the people that he didn't have in his life. And so he's actually been saved by being a fake anybody surrogate.
Of sorts.
Yeah.
This one is unique. I haven't seen this before, really done specifically and shooting on location in Japan, in Tokyo. That was a hook for me. Of course, it goes through many channels of conversations until we find one another sitting down together across a table, having a conversation about anything I think about other than the screenplay, which carried on into the library into the afternoon. And I was convinced that I wanted to be a part of a project like this, just based on those elements alone, no matter how we may have or may not have connected. But it's just icing on the cake that we did share such a common vision for how we should go forward with this movie. And that's, that's great. That's fun. But now we got to make it. Uh-oh, here we go. There's some work to do. Realizing all of that was a pleasure. It was exciting. It made me feel like a fish out of water, a character genre I'm familiar with in my professional life, being the new guy. Finding a way to fit in is the challenge of that archetype. Personally, I had no problem with it because everyone in Japan and Tokyo were so couldn't have been more welcoming to me, friendly. They fed me. I was excited.
How did you prepare for the role?
I sat with a tutor online, of course, and I did my very best to learn my vocabulary, and I probably failed very well. But then I remembered, oh, wait a minute, I'm a very good mimic. So oftentimes I would just listen to her, and she'd say, "What?
ごめんなさい."
ごめんなさい.
Or like, すいません.
すいません. And it got trickier from there.
And it will have like lines and lines in Japanese, but he did incredible. He was just so beautifully done, and because he has such a great ears, right? Like I'll say like this way, and he'll be like da 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 da. Okay, perfect. All right, move on. If he forgets, or if there's a moment that it needs to be repeated, or there's certain
in one
nuances.
ear and out the other for me with retaining the information. But once I got it,
yeah,
you make sure that thing's rolling, you got it forever.
Because it's a very much there's a nuance when it comes to dialogue, just like speaking English. I would love the audience to just take in and be assured that everything is going to be okay, no matter what the problem you're having or you're facing with your family member, friends. And there's always a positive outcome as long as you just keep passing through it. And then I think the movie it's not just about the rental family business, but there's also found family member and found friendship, right? Or the community that you built around this business. But then also about looking into yourself, into your soul, what is important to you. Whenever you have a problem, then I think at the end of the movie, if I can speak about it, what is your question? What is your answer? Is all in you. And that's the end of the movie that I wanted to kind of share.
Rental Family is a love letter to Tokyo. And the address is loneliness anywhere. To carry it forward, I think it's written with cherry blossom ink with a fountain pen and signed with a kiss. How's that?
Oh, God.
And I've practiced that, but I'm glad I said it the way I meant, because the only way I can remember to say that is to feel it, and it's the truth.
Have they approached you to pull you back into the Mummy franchise?
Oh.
Or even George of the Jungle? The reason why I say George of the Jungle is in a very serious note. Young female audiences love these rebooted 90s, and that's why I bring it up.
I'm all ears is the answer, and I'm sure there's conversations somewhere, but there have been for a dozen years or more. Heck, I don't know about you, but I need a job, so why not?
And I'll direct it.
you heard her say it.
I'll do George of the Jungle with heartbeat.
Seriously?
Yes. Mommy, bring it. If I can find opportunity to work with this beautiful human.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come
Great.
on.
Ah,
Then I'm
awesome.
all for it.
I'll take it.